And good Thursday morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Welcome to Scotty Ray's Weather. It is August the 19th as we get nearly, 3/4 through this month. Boy, hot. 75 right now. It's not one of those mornings where you open the back door and it comes in smooth. It's warm outside already. As we follow the weather, we'll have details on it here in just a moment. We'll go through everything that's going on and how it's going to affect you. Also, we've got a bunch of stories that are going on in and around the area that we'll have this morning beginning at 8 a.m. I hope you'll come back and join us. We'll go over some roads that are paved that's going on. Also, we'll talk about Buddy, how he's doing at Mississippi State as he gets ready to go back to Tunica to be taken care of there. We'll talk about the Meridian Police Department. We've got a new chief. The Horse Patrol has been dismounted. All kinds of things that affect our community we'll talk about this morning. I hope you'll join us. One of the stories that I ran through this morning, and I'm sure I don't know everything about it. I caught the highlights of it. But a New York shop owner, back during some of the protests, called the cops on some Black Lives protesters. It was deemed in a courtroom earlier this week. Now, he didn't have an attorney present. He was sued by them for him calling the cops on them. They passed a new law in New York, apparently after the thing that happened in the park with the girl that they all call Karen. You remember that over the dog? That if you call in a complaint and it's deemed racist, you can be sued. Well, the Black Lives Matter protesters sued the ice cream shop owner. He's going to have to pay all of them $500 apiece. He didn't think it was that serious, didn't have representation. I'm sure it will go back to court, but that's a new one on me. Now, if somebody was not truly doing anything, you call the cops, that's wrong. We all know that, but sued over it, I don't know. Anyway, that's a news story that's out there. I'll share that in a little bit on the page so you can read it also. Fox News covering that as well. Biden, I don't know if y'all have seen this yet. He's just really being slammed for how he has handled Afghanistan and gets angry during the interview when asked about the picture of the people hanging onto the airplane and yells at the reporter for saying that was 4 or 5 days ago. Why are you bringing it up? Like we should never. It's shocking as to just how bad this is at the administration level at this point. It's bad. So we'll watch that. Let's see here some other things that are going on. Also, the White House has announced that a booster shot is coming for the Moderna shot, and it will be ready coming up on September the 20th. And they do this as these different variants seem to be mutating and getting worse and coming up with a new thread that we're not protected against. Anyway, that will be ready and available September the 20th. We'll talk about all that this morning also. So if you've already had your shot, it'll be a booster shot coming for you. I think, and this is a think, I don't know this for sure, and if y'all know the difference of this, tell me, that you're supposed to have your first 2 shots and you can take this 8 months later. Is that right? Did I just make that up in my mind? But I'll go back and read the article before we break into all of that coming up this morning. But that will be available coming up. A lot of folks want to be absolutely sure that they're taken care of when it comes to the booster shots. And also, that's coming up this morning. Again, 8 a.m. Make sure to join us here. A lot of folks will. We want you to be a part of it. Love to see your comments. A few folks up this morning. Hi, Miss Joyce Stamper. How are you doing? Glad to see you. Also, Terry Ray, good morning. Brian Troy, how are you? Along with Robin Morris, Lamar Hembry, all the way from Kemper County. We have somebody joining us from Twitch. Good morning there. Kim Valking, also from the Big City Equipment. Glad you're with us as well today. I always love to see where you're from. We appreciate that. As you get your day going, don't forget if you have in this hot weather, and again, it's going to be 90. We're going to have heat indexes of about 99 today. If it's your air conditioner is not working right, make sure to give our friends a call. They'll take care of you at Sanders Gas. If you've got an issue, they can offer you same-day service. Come out and get you back going there if it's an emergency there. Call them at 693-4054. New air conditioner units or maybe a tune-up for whatever your problem is. They'll help you. And, of course, when it comes to power outages, you know them well. They take care of you with generators and get you going so that you don't have to sit in the dark anymore. So, again, that's Sanders Gas here, Meridian, 693-4054, and they'll help you in any way they can when it comes to all of that. All right, let's turn our thoughts to some weather this morning and see what's going on.
Your forecast is brought to you by MeTV FB, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Let's jump on into radar first this morning and show you a few things that are happening. Now, these yellow splotches that you see everywhere, that's fog developing this morning, and a possibility for the East Mississippi area to have a little bit of fog between 7 and 8 this morning. So not so bad right now, but later on there could be a chance of that as you see fog down here near Tallahassee. You got several places there east of southeast of Macon, Georgia there. Also south of Montgomery, as you zoom in on this, some fog there. We've got rain in northern Mississippi right now, floating across the Mississippi Delta. As you get up here, it'd be a little bit near Tupelo there. Light showers, nothing big. We had some heavier rain last night, moved through here from Attala County and across Winston County and across, and it was heavy rain. This morning, not so bad. We go to Greenville, Mississippi, and go northwest of there. A pretty good shower this morning. Nothing threatening, no warnings or anything like that. We go down south of the Meridian area. Here's Jackson. Here's Meridian sitting here. And we go to Hattiesburg. We see that we got some showers going on this morning as well. This is going to be due east of Hattiesburg this morning as we go over there to Richton, Mississippi. And we go due south down on the coast there. Here's Gulfport, just due north of there on 49. We've got showers as well this morning. So pretty heavy there in time to time. Here's Wiggins, Mississippi, showers in there as well. So be careful in those areas. As we go across to Louisiana, we're showing showers there in Covington, Louisiana. I've been there a few times. Heavier rain this morning in Texarkana. If you're out that way, all that's due north of Texas. Here's Dallas in this area, some showers there, but that's an overall view. And as you get on up into the Tennessee area there, we got some showers as well that is occurring nationwide. Coming up, we'll come back and look at all of this. That's a nasty one there, getting ready to turn into a Hurricane 1 status there. That's Henry. We'll tell you all about that here in just a moment and break down into what the hurricanes are doing as Mississippi has skirted this as well as Alabama. We're good on all of this. As we go to our record highs and our record lows that were set on this date, we go back to 99. It was 104 degrees on this date. That was a warm one for sure. 1976, I was headed to the first grade at Northeast Elementary. We would have our little Independence Day program there. Never forget that. Never seen so many people in all my life. 58 degrees was set on this day back in 76. As we look at our rain chances today, it's going to hit 90 as we show here in the Meridian area, but the rain chances are going to be greater when you make it to about Philadelphia to a line right across from DeKalb to Scuba and northward toward Columbus. As we go back over to the Mississippi Delta, all of these areas will have a higher chance of rain this afternoon. A little bit cooler, 87 up in Eupora, 89 Philadelphia up to the Louisville area, 90 southward. As you get down to the Laurel, Hattiesburg area and toward the Gulf Coast region, we're going to be tapping about 92 degrees toward the coast, so a little bit warmer. As we move across to our friends in the Alabama area, Hamilton, Alabama, a little bit cooler. Over at Gadsden, 87. But as we watch the line right here where it joins Mississippi, all through Livingston, Alabama, LU, and these areas there, we'll have a temperature of about 90, about the same it is in Meridian. As we move over to that southeast corner where light chances of rain today, not near the amount that will pass through Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. About 93 degrees over there. So if you're headed to Alabama or watching from there this morning, that's kind of your layout of what's going to happen today with the rain there. As we look at the hurricane situation, let's go ahead and break this down and we'll show you what the National Weather Service has and then go back to radar and take a closer look at this so you're updated on that. We've got three systems. As Fred goes away, and of course, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, in North Carolina, they're still searching for 30 people that are missing from this, from floodwaters. The search is on. Mobile homes were washed away. I don't know if you've seen the video of this. Pretty horrific. It did bring a lot of rain. Henry is sitting here, and it's expected to become a hurricane by Friday. It does threaten this area right in here. Grace is coming inland there, just due south of Cancun as we look at this, and it will come across, regain strength, and then go back into Mexico once again. We'll show you that here again on the map in just a moment. As we look here she is right there, cutting across, and then by 1 p.m. right here Saturday, she's back inland once again. That's 1 a.m. rather. So in the early morning hours, it'll come back into inland there. And this is the winds that they're already feeling through here. By 8 a.m., it will be strong. Friday at 8 p.m., it will be on the western coast there coming into Mexico once again. As we look at the hurricane force winds, it's strong there this morning as she's coming ashore. We jump ahead to Henry. And what's Henry's path? What's he doing? Now, he's took a hook, but it is a threat to Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, up in these areas by Tuesday. As we look at this, that threat starts coming in by Monday and gets a little bit worse. And we'll do the breakdown there here in just a second as to how the hurricane status and when it regains there. And that's your winds there. As you look at these outer bands, it could be 30 to 40 there at Connecticut, right through there. Serious weather there. All right, let's flip back over and take a look at the map again of what we've got of Henry. Then we'll go down and take a look at Grace as this gains. All right, sitting now, and let's pull this over where you can see this. This is Henry sitting here this morning. Henry at this point in time has 69-mile-an-hour winds, gust of 86, moving west at 9 miles an hour, very slow. Now, it's a tropical storm as we look at this, and we'll regain to a hurricane strength right here on Friday. And that wind will jump to 70 miles an hour with gusts of 92, and it moves up the coast here by Sunday, and then right here near Rhode Island, they're going to feel all of this. But at this point, it hasn't taken a twist away from the land, and we hope that it does. That's going to be on Monday. And from Sunday to Monday, it will downgrade from a Hurricane 1, a Cat 1, back down to a tropical storm. So we'll see if that holds and it makes sure that it cuts there and it doesn't come ashore here anywhere. We'll watch that closely. Now, as we back out, we go back down to what's going on. This is Grace, who could have taken that turn and come up into the Gulf, but it didn't. Comes ashore right in here. Is hitting as a Category 1 this morning at 98 miles an hour, moving west at 17 miles an hour. It will cross, and then once it gets about midway back in here, it will regain Category 1 strength at 81 miles an hour and come ashore Saturday at 1 a.m. right here as we zoom in on this a little bit closer there to watch. And I'm not as familiar with Mexico. I've never actually been through these areas here. I don't know it as well. But if you're a traveler and you go there a lot, you know these areas where it's coming, what it's going to do. Now, we go out here and we look at Hawaii. We didn't bring up Linda. She is a Category 1. Here's Hawaii right here this morning. Linda has got wind speeds of 86 miles an hour. Wind gusts of 104 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. At some point later today, by this afternoon, they're expecting it to downgrade to a tropical storm. And this will get really close to Hawaii as we'll look at this. This is going to be Monday at 1 a.m. in the morning. Honolulu there gets right into this. And again, this is on the west side of it, but that still means there's going to be water. Better than being on this side of it, but it's not a direct hit by any means at this point as we watch this. But there will be some areas to watch there in Hawaii as Linda makes her way across there. And thank heavens it's downgrading and not upgrading to larger status as it comes along. So that's a quick look at the hurricanes that we've got so far. We don't have anything that is building off the coast of Africa at this point. We'll watch that. Lightning has been detected there. It's down by Jones Junior College. And that would be right there is where that's showing that. But that's an outlook of what we've got on the map this morning as we watch these different storms that are forming out there. And this is right in the middle of hurricane season. We'll watch it, pass along more information. This is not the end of it. We'll have more before it's done. But so far, no threat to the Gulf of Mexico at this point, which is good news for us. Makes our lives a little bit easier as we watch this. All right, let's look at our temperatures now. This is what's going to happen over the next 10 days. Not cool for us at all as we look at this line. This is a Macon, Mississippi line due south all the way to the coast. It's going to be warmer. That takes in most of Louisiana, parts of southeastern Texas, all the way through Alabama and Georgia, and up through the Carolinas of being warmer. You only have a cooler spot up here in the extreme northern portion. As we look at this, temperatures, we'll look at this right here. As we look at our temperatures that climb into next week, it will be warm. As we look at that forecast for today, we've got a 70% chance. As I put in there in the description, make sure to throw in an umbrella today. You'll probably need that after 2 o'clock this afternoon, most likely. That's when the rain chances will increase. We're seeing some to the south right now, but after 2 o'clock, you better have that umbrella handy because you could get wet. We could have some fog this morning between 7 and 8. No fog right now, but a possibility of this. And just a little bit. Cloudy today. Our temperature will be 90 as we see here on the map. But the heat index goes all the way to 99. So we're going to be warm, hot. Be careful what you do outside. Again, those hours of 10 to 7 are the hours to watch of being outside and where that heat stress can get you there. We decrease to a 40% chance of showers tonight. Our low will hit about 73, but chance there down to 40%. We move back into rain chances to end the week again with a 70% chance of rain tomorrow. And tomorrow it will move up a little bit earlier, about 1 o'clock, right after lunchtime, we could get wet again. We'll watch that also. Cloudy with a high of about 88 is what we're expecting tomorrow. As we go into the weekend, rain chances decrease and temperatures start to rise as we see this. Saturday, we're down to a 40% chance of showers, and this will be again in the afternoon after 1 o'clock right here. As we get to Sunday, the temperature jumps on up to 95. You see that as we do that, and we're going to have a 30% chance. And by Monday, we're looking at highs of 95, 96 on Tuesday. Warm weather for the remaining part of the week there. So be expecting this. It's not getting cooler as we go toward the end of August. Temperatures rise and get warmer as we move into that next week of August. And again, I see these temperatures changing. This is going to be all the way till September the 2nd. We're hitting right at around 88 to 90 is what is predicted. If this continues, I'll see these also rise up a little bit before we get there. Sort of a closer look at what we've got going on today with weather. I hope that helped you a little bit as you planned your day and you walk out the door and are handling things. Be careful whatever you do. Again, we've got a lot to discuss this morning at 8 a.m. I hope you'll join us for the show as we kick into this and let you know what's going on in and around in the Deep South, from Texas all across the Carolinas, as we take care of what happens here in the Deep South to let you know news stories that will matter to you, what goes on in Washington and what happens on the street of our little town around from Meridian and all the surrounding areas. Thank you for coming by. Do appreciate it so much. A big thank you to all the sponsors and the folks that watch every morning. Couldn't make it without y'all. Jeremy Barnacastle watching from NAS Meridian. Salute out there to y'all. With Brian Troy, thank you for being part of this. Miss LaWanda Grantham there. We'll see you back in just about an hour and 10 minutes or so. We'll be back with that morning show. Thank y'all for coming by. I'll see you very soon here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by